Ho 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 ho. Hi. Let's not use the React PNG tuber actually. Bang! I'm here. I am here. All right. So it's our boy Mike up against Hardy. And this is going to be a really, really hard match. He's going to be swinging up from 9 seed to 7 seed, and Mike is still not super acquainted with the game. So this is going to be very, very hard for him. We did a couple of practice matches before this, and the main issue is Mike's late game just gets cooked. Nice about section. Wait, what's going on with my about section? Hold on. Did Twitch change how it's formatted? No, doesn't look any different than normal. Updated that forever ago. Or you're saying, ooh, it's different. Oh, talking about having the... Yeah, whatever. Oh, do I have the React group on here as well? Oh, there's Rec. Goodbye, Rec. Yeah, the start seems fine. I don't know if he has a lot of experience into Golden Pack. And I don't think anybody told him that Hardy was going to be on Golden Pack. They have slightly increased timers as well. Copper Spike. Yeah, they marked down Hardy as being on P1. I'm guessing Hardy feels confident to play whatever he wants right now, which is totally reasonable into Mike. I don't know if Mike knows knows much of anything about the matchup into Golden Pack, so he might just end up getting Knowledge Diff here. Like, please move around the way that I want you to without half combining. Not a crazy start by either player. It looks like Hardy just has random garbage because he wasn't able to lock in a proper tier up. But Possum is a really good sell pet. It gives +1/+1 to a random faint pet in the shop. You can lock in what that faint pet's going to be. Pretty solid. You could go summons into Golden Pack and be kind of okay. But I think he's going to just look for something good enough to buff. Yeah, unfortunately, normally Swan is a good buff target, but into this specific matchup, I typically don't like taking Swan. It's just low tempo. And here, thankfully, both of his tier ups are fantastic into Golden here. Ox is really good because one of the best pets in the pack is Flea, at least for the early game. And Flea's ability is that it hits the highest HP pet with weakness when it faints. Ox regenerates his equipment when the friend ahead faints. So you can let Ox intentionally get weakened and then not really care about it. Dolphin is just very, very oppressive and kills a lot of their units. And they don't have a good way to scale out of it early. So Dolphin is totally fine. This is a more heavy tempo start to go for Dolphin. I think I would scale the Dolphin here. You can also very much consider Hedgehogs into this pack as well. Hedgehogs are pretty nice here. But we're already looking for... I think you freeze the Cricket here. I think I'd be freezing the Cricket just to take it as a potential tier up. We can just sell off of them as well. So it's not a huge deal either way. But now the Dolphin is a bit of a liability here. They have Muskox. Muskox, what it does is friend ahead faints, it gains stats. Now we can't disable our Dolphin snipes, right? So we're kind of just stuck with this for the time being. You still just buff this guy, you buy the Mingo. Mingo's just a salad, a tier early. I don't think you front Swan into this because you're still one-shotting everything, right? I guess you could anticipate that the Chipmunk's not going to get more stats. And so you could front Swan, second Mingo, and they should clear. But in this order, oh no, in this order they still clear because of the horse temp stat buff. And now you sell Cricket for that Swan. It's bad tempo, but you need your tier up. No, you don't sell the horse here. If you sell the horse, you're missing out on temp attack on the Swan, and the Cricket becomes significantly less valuable without the horse. So I would just sell the Cricket instead because you might get temp stats off the horse next turn. Hey, Justice. How you doing? But it's not a huge difference either way. Like, both are totally fine. And we've got our other Swan now. We're giving it the extra stats from Mingo. Seems totally fine to me. Ideally, we have all of our garbage units trade through to then be able to deal with their muskox. There's no shot that ever happens, though. And Hardy couldn't control where the Dolphin Snipe was going to go there, so he just didn't worry about it. You stack the onboard Swans, you buy the other Swan to get the temp stats on it. Oh, hi. How you doing, LJ? Yep. He successfully greeted his little bit extra stats there. These tier ups suck. These tier ups are cheeks into this pack. So you could take the Skunk, just treating it as a, well, if they get scaling, then at least I'm making their scaling worse. I'm giving them a harder time. But it doesn't do a ton. Not if they're going tech line. And right now, most of their stats are in battle. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Yeah, you can just pill. Just pill onto the boys here. When you say those tier ups are cheeks, what do you mean? I'm a visual learner, by the way. So imagine you see like here. Imagine that's butt cheeks. I'll take no further questions. Those are the tier ups. You're stuck between a skunk and a bison. He likes his salads, though. He likes his salads a lot, which I think is good. I think salads are generally good into this matchup. Just stat checking can be pretty valid. Ooh. Ooh, those are juicy. Oh, that was juicy. Beautifully done, Mike. Beautifully done. Perfect break point. We're not going to replicate that, unfortunately. Do not rip the salad bowl with horse on board. Sell the horse. Sell the horse. Consider stack. Now he's going to realize, oh, maybe I didn't want that to happen that way, actually. Just sell the horse. You can still just sell the horse. No, just sell the... We just put a pair on this horse for no reason. Buy the other salad. Come on. Be brave. Surely you can't hit the horse 3 times in a row. Surely you can't hit the horse 3 times. Right? Come on, come on. Endgame level 1 horse. He's going all the way. He's ready to work this country road to the end of the line. So turn 9. Freeze rolling, that seems fine, because he wants to find a tier up. Like, that's totally valid. Especially given his luck with these salads so far. The fact that this horse has eaten 2 salads and now just looks like a normal sized unit 2 is actually crazy. Oh, he wants a targeted salad instead. Well, how many apples did we get out of those 2 salads? I think we got 1 apple on the dolphin here. Seems good. All right. He wants to croc. I just croc the hell out of him in practice by going early scaling parrot, then finding just on curve croc. Or snipes. Sniper keeps sniping. You're missing out on the temp stats from the horse. That's the whole reason we kept this idiot. Don't buy the Scorp into this. Do not buy Scorp into this. It's so easy to counter. It is so easy for them to counter. Maybe you scam a round out of it, but it's so hard to scam that round out with it. You have 50 million idiots to get through. Just take the cow. I kind of like 1 on the dolphin and 1 on the swan here. Mainly because of the potential for flea. Man, if only we could sell this horse for literally anything. Just sell the horse for it. Sell the horse for it. Put the snail on the team. He's looking at him like, oh no, I gave him so much love and affection, time and effort. Get him out of here. End of the line. Do not freeze this Mingo pill. Do not freeze this Mingo pill. We want tier ups and we want pairs. I don't know about this positioning too. I don't think he got time to really cook with it. Yeah, he just gets value traded in the front. Yeah, he wins that if he just doesn't have the 5-7 cow in front. Because all he needed was 1 extra body there. Yo, Brinker, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. I think he's trying to figure out what he actually needs to play the round for right now. What he's looking for. Oh, it's an empty Luga too, right? I do not buy garlic here. Garlic's like just not it. Yeah, he hates his boar, so he wants a can. That's fair. That's a good guy. I like a deer. I like deer a lot. Now, does Mike also like deer? It's not fantastic here, just because the main thing that the deer is good for is the lizard that is only here. The rest of his lineup, it's kind of super mid into, especially baboon scaling. But the chili is good if he ends up going G-Shep or something like that. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that potentially they could level into G-Shep, Fire Ant into the Luga, and go for summons, in which case the chili is really, really good for splash damage. What was the other thing that we sold there? I know we sold cow. I don't remember what the other unit was. Okay, now this positioning's actually good. He breakpoints the front there. God, it's so close to being good. It's so close to being good. If only we could have parroted the deer there, but we didn't have the gold. All right, now he's sitting here going, what am I supposed to do at this point? Which the answer is find parrot, find croc, find shark. Rhino's fine here as well. Especially if you get some scaling. I kind of like leveling the skunk here. The skunk doesn't do much, but the separate deers do significantly more than leveling it. Find OP scaling. Yeah, just find OP scaling. Yeah, those tariffs are really good. I'm trying to make up my mind between which one is better here. It's probably just always Snake, though. But the... Why do you want to sell that? Why do you want to sell that? That's so good. Don't sell that. Don't sell that. Why are you selling that? If anything's our sell slot, it's this stupid skunk that's doing nothing. Alright, he just wants to get Melon on board. Is correct to sell FYM? I don't know what FYM means, but fair. I think it's pretty incorrect to sell the deer over selling the skunk here, because the skunk's just not doing anything. It's minus 6 HP on one of their units. The splash damage from Chili is just more relevant. Freeze the monkey. Freeze the monkey. Freeze the monkey. Freeze the monkey. The monkey. The monkey. The monkey. Ugh. The skunk is gonna do something in the future. Man, if only we had Chili here into a G-Shep board. Chili into G-Shep board seems kind of nice. Because I don't think they're going to be doing much scaling, if I'm entirely honest. I think this is their game plan. Don't need Chili. I think the Chili specifically on the guy. No, I don't think Skunk is better here at all. Because Chili is more consistently good into summon spam, because the G-Shep is still going to give a lot of attack, but it can never give HP. So if you're just splashing their guys, it's fine, right? Why are we level 2ing this? Or level 3ing this? That's a dragon. I stand corrected. That's a dragon. That is just Dragon with Swan 2 with a lot of snipes on board. Killing pets with Snake OP. Yeah, so hopefully we go dragon here. Just put the dragon on the board. Lock the beaver. We can just raw dog scale it here. Iguana would be better than skunk or chili. Rev out here supporting the cheater pack. To be fair, in Rev's defense, he supported the cheater pack before it was good. The road to pain. Sorry, road to... Was it the leaderboard or 2000? I mean, same difference, right? But I'm an ethical cheater. Hey, attaboy. $2,000. Yeah, this feels weird. I think we could have just continued scaling here. Series starts again tomorrow. I'm so pumped. Let's go. Yeah, Troubadour apparently dropped, or is going to drop today, the video of us competing. Not following him? I thought I was. Not that follow lists mean much of anything. Awkward. Look, it's his G-Shep. Wow, look at how good the skunk is. Dude, the skunk does nothing. Sell the skunk. Get rid of the stupid skunk, man. Oh my god. Just put the chocolate on the snake, man. Put the chocolate on the snake. Do not freeze roll with... I was literally just lecturing him on don't freeze roll like crazy. Just buy the good things here. He's just gonna be like, yeah, no, I can dragon scale on lethal incoming. I saw Nick do this to me. It must be good. Oh, dude. I would just sell the... What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh. Like, it just doesn't work in the G-Shep. He just doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know this doesn't work in the G-Shep. This is probably his first time fighting a G-Shep. Like, the boar is fine. Sell the skunk, right? We sell the skunk. We don't need to sell the skunk. We can just roll and buy our tier 1s. They're gonna show up. There's a tier 1. Buy, sell it. Get the snake on board. Oh my god, the amount of re-rolling, though. Look at the HP on his board. He doesn't need one more attack. Dude, just buy the snake. Buy the snake. Holy. Just buy the snake. Get the snake on board. He literally looked at his opponent and went, 18 to 19 seems juicy. And for punish, there's nothing to get punished for. He already had the guy that he needed frozen. He just spent an extra gold re-rolling with the missing shop slot for fun. The only way that he ends up in a worse position here is if he buys a random tier 1 instead of buying Snake for more snipes into this board. Bro, do not... Like, Snake is fine. No, Snake is fine. Snake is totally fine here. Like, the more I look at this, the more the stake seems fine. I don't even know if it trades if it gets into the G-Shep, though. Like, it almost never trades into the G-Shep. You need to drill the Secretary bird hard. We need to destroy the Secretary. Take notes, Clinton administration. This is how they do it. This is not how they do it. Alright, so we were unsuccessful in drilling the Secretary. No visual representations required. Ay, ay, ay. Might just text me with, yo, what the hell was that? All I can respond is them not playing B1. Because god do I want to send paragraphs, but that ain't allowed. That might have been the greediest level 2 dragon in all of history, yeah. Yeah. To be fair, he doesn't know what he should be doing there. He just sees summons, and he goes, oh, okay. Summons have a very clear fall off. Let me just go level 2 dragon here, and I'll be able to win out. Hopefully. By just stat checking. Unfortunately, that works into every pack except Golden. Because Golden has G-Shep. G-Shep just gives a million attack, and Golden has so many summons. They have Wolf, they have Slug, they have Beluga. They can summon in place a lot. So... then froze his whole shop with non-tier 1s on lethal. Yeah. Yeah. Like, he's... I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he did that. I cannot begin to explain. I noticed Mike mid game is fine, and then he kind of collapses into the late game because he just doesn't know what to do. If he doesn't get handed exactly Exodia with Snake Tiger, he gets very confused. I also don't know why you roll Fish there. Fish is totally fine. Take the pig or take the ant here. I don't think you need the horse. That's fine though. I like getting the better long-term value of the horse here. With the horse. With the pig. But I don't think there's any incorrect buy in that shop. Worked out. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I wish Mike acknowledged that the skunk was bad there though. Like skunk can be a great pet, but it's into boards that are scaling, and there's just no scaling. Oh, that's right, that's right. Let me put up the overlay. Let's see, score 0-1, set P1 as Mike, set P2 as Hardy. Lula, how was your set? How'd you do? Hope things are going good as well. Let me get the rest of this going as well. There we go. Ended up winning 3-2. Let's go. Oh yeah, are you still doing Unicorn Pack in... Or did you do Unicorn Pack in Team Tour before? I feel like I remember you doing Unicorn Pack in Team Tour. But yeah, I saw that you were streaming your set as I went to go start streaming Mike's set as he was getting ready. Lula, most underrated stat player by a mile. Normally play P1, but this set was P2. Nicely done. P2 so good. P2 does feel really good. Broadcast streaking all over the place. Sway. Oh my god. I don't think he needed to buy the horse yet. I think he just saw that he could get the stats, but he would be upset if he found dog off of that. I didn't have any coaching on P2. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Ox, giraffe. He's got to realize this is the move. This is one of the things that we just talked about as well. He asked, when do you go ox? I gotta stay on P1 because P2 will be reworked soon, I'm told. Are they really looking to immediately patch it? Because I know garlic, or not garlic, squashing's really good in it, but I think it's not that busted. Like, it's basically having +5 attack on a pet. It's just annoying that it goes through garlic. Squash is supposed to be 7 HP and only once. But Toucan! What is Toucan supposed to hand out now? Bro, Toucan never catching a break. Also, why do we hate this ox? Scale the ox. Sell the horse, buy the ox. It still works with Toucan? Oh, so it's... We want to scale a kangaroo over a guy with melon? Imagine if we had melon into their board right now. They have meerkat. They're getting 1,000,000 attack. You're not going to be able to get kangaroo triggers into this. Oh, look at what their board is doing. Read the pets. You have extra time. Skip good pets meta? It really is. God, this is how Buka felt watching me play my first couple of games. Why are we pigeon cycling here? There's no reason to pigeon cycle. That's 2 gold for 1 stat. You don't have rabbit, you don't have dog, there's no reason to pigeon cycle. I'm gonna crash out watching this. I'm actually gonna crash out. This is insane. This gameplay's so good, yo. He doesn't know anything about this pack, so he doesn't know what to do. And he's already confused enough when it comes to Turtle. I would have played some Golden matches into him because I know how to navigate Golden somewhat. But, like, he's just gonna die to this, and he's gonna be like, what do I do? Skunk did nothing last game. Now Skunk is gonna be his best friend. He needs Skunk in this matchup. God, if we had the Badger, if we had the Ox, like, we had so many good options, and instead we're buffing a Kangaroo. It's so many good options. Welcome in, NoCap. NoCap, didn't I have a pin up? I could have swore I had a pin up. Oh, no, I didn't get the pin up. That's my bad. Me immediately getting mad over something that wasn't even happening. Do not put the small kangaroo behind this cricket. I swear to God, you're gonna miss all your triggers on the big guy that can actually sweep. Ah, that's fine, actually. He should kill the meerkat and then lose his giant kangaroo to the weasel here. What's up? Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble here. Thankfully, this is going to play more like Turtle Pack, because the good guys for mirror matches are good into Gazelle as well. Turtle is good. Not as good as Skunk, but it's just good. Deer is good. Just usual tempo options are good into this. What is he considering here? Is he thinking about Dolphin, maybe? I don't know if he knows that Dolphin is actually good in the matchup here, but it is pretty good into his current board with the Meerkats, but it's going to very quickly become bad because the Pytammer is a very clear sell slot. These Meerkats are getting stacked at some point soon, so everything's going to be out of range of level 1 Dolphin. And there's no reason for him to ever go tech here. I can see the thought process. I don't like it. I can see the gears turning. And now he's stuck figuring out who he actually wants to have on board here. Yeah, have a good second buff target, but he doesn't want to float gold for next turn, trying to get on the rest of these guys. Yeah, this is pretty weird. Why are we freezing a Mingo here? Why are we freezing a Mingo? You don't need a Mingo. Also, this is like the most poverty Gazelle board ever. Okay, Shark, good. Rhino, really bad into what they're doing. Okay, he's remembering the temp stats. This is going to make all the difference. That's a turkey. Turkey shark here. Why are you selling him first? Just buy the guy that you want. Buy the turkey, get the temp attack onto him, then sell the horse. Well, at least buy the turkey first here. Buy the turkey first. Don't buy the shark first. Buy the turkey first. Turkey gives stats to the shark permanently. The shark's not out of range of potential fig, but we'll have to live with that. And hopefully he remembers how level 2 giraffe works. I don't know how you position it, but you definitely don't position it here. You could also just sell for the deer here, which I don't hate at all. You definitely freeze the can as well. The can feels kind of awkward into this because they're going to have a better long term if they get to live into potential bop level, which they're ahead on tempo. They're probably doing it, right? That is a wild sell. That is a wild sell. Like, you just sell the giraffe there every time. That's a half level. That's a lot of stats. This giraffe is a do nothing now. Like, he is such a deadbeat. We win this round just because Turkey good. Turkey was summoned strong. Okay, now we can sell the giraffe, right? Surely he recognizes that this giraffe is cheeks. Come on, turn to the other cheek. Get him out of here. You can't be considering selling the sheep here, right? He's probably like, well, the sheep's a tier 3. But this giraffe is a salad every turn. That he didn't even use correctly these last few turns. Bro, do not sell the shark. I swear to God. No, just sell the giraffe. Sell the giraffe. You don't need it. This skunk is really important long term. He doesn't know that it's important long term because he doesn't know how good Gazelle is. But it's really important. Oh, man. Oh, shucks. Alright, now we can sell the giraffe for a sudden 6-8 whale that's going to give you so many extra stats in battle. So many extra summons with the deer. Come on, just sell the giraffe. Sell the giraffe. This giraffe sucks. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. He's doing it. He's pulling the trigger. He's ready. And now just pair the shark in the back. Easiest shark pair. No, 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 not that guy. Not that. We weren't sure if we were going to sell giraffe for this guy, and now he's our best friend. Goldfish and cupcakes, like, fine. Maybe he makes a breakpoint. Did a chip from it matter? I don't know if it mattered. There's just 3 extra damage on that guy. Alright, check what the fig does so that you know that you can't buy Scorp into it. Flycatcher incoming? I swear to God. No, he doesn't have space for Flycatcher, right? He's got Manta, he's got Weasel too. His cell slot is going to be the Sea Lion. He's going to want it for the... Gonna want it for Bird of Paradise or Macaque. So he really doesn't have spots for tech on that board. Chili's good here. You could just Chili Whale, because the Whale is almost always getting O-code. And you could be really greedy and sell the sheep for Turtle here. I was like super greedy. Yeah. Chocolate on to the shark. Okay. Alright, he knows shark 2, good. No, I don't. You could level him. Yeah, if you get Mammoth on level, it's good, right? You don't need this pair. No, you do want this pair, actually. Pair on Turkey. Fixes the breakpoint. I think you want the tempo from the Turkey this turn. He doesn't care, he's just gonna let him die again. Freeze that guy. Cool. You don't need Croc into their board. He knows Croc can be good. I blew out his board the previous game, or a previous game using that guy. Yeah, there's not much he can do at this point. Flycatcher is curve immune. You saying this Flycatcher don't like some good curves? I mean, you just gotta rip the level here, hope to hit Mammoth. And maybe Mammoth makes a difference. This turkey is super sell. Why did we stack that? Now you can't buy your level up. Yeah, we can't buy these. I don't think it makes a difference, but we can't buy them. Stats not interested. I mean, I think he needed exactly fly out of this to have a shot. You need the deer. You can't sell the deer. And you can't really sell the sheep right now either. Like an awkward position to be in. Because he has 3 figs, he has 12 damage and snipes to your lowest HP guys. I don't mind freeze rolling the tiger here. He's really thinking about what to sell there. Because I've yelled at him a bunch for freeze rolling. And that clearly had a huge impact on his game 1. Freezing a triple leopard and a boar chained to a leopard with a dragon 2 board on 2 lives, almost certainly going into lethal. That was really good. Oh, my break points. That's our boy. That's our boy. Alright, leopard doesn't do anything here ever. He's not thinking of selling the whale, right? I don't know what you need these tigers for, though. Also, when you guys look at the tiger, do you think he doesn't have eyes and instead just has eyebrows? Or do you see him as having eyes? Because I see him as just having eyebrows and no eyes, and it's very harrowing. Time to snake. That's true. Snake would work great into this if you could get any stats on it. They're closed. I know they're supposed to be closed eyes, but I don't see it. Alright, he wants his shark stats. Yeah, this puts him in such a rough spot. I mean, he can't keep doing what he's doing, right? So he has to change something here. He's really thinking about if he can use his gold in a different manner, I think. You don't need a crocodile. Dude, look at their board. It doesn't do anything. This melon is also useless most of the time, but it might be fine. Why are we freezing the croc here? So they have their better croc now? Surely he checks and sees what the tomato did. Or he paid attention and recognizes what it did. Hopefully he knows the red fruits aren't all the same. He checked everything except for that. Everything except for the tomato that did this. Honestly, I feel horrible for low seats playing against a weird pack for the first time. He's never gotten any coaching against this pack. I could have actually given him coaching if I knew that he was facing this. You can see the brain hurty happening. Yeah. And the annoying thing here is that I went and checked in Copper Spike's team cord for the announcements. Mike v. Hardy, P1. There was no reference to P4 in there at all, so they just had no idea. Granted, I think Mike is going to be struggling here no matter what, because Hardy is a 7 seed. What are we selling for here? Are you putting a Girella in there or something? You're putting a Leopard in there? Why are we putting a Leopard in there? What does a Leopard do? Has been playing P4 and ranked for over a week. Yeah, Hardy's played like a lot of P4. Don't back the shark! I swear to God, look at what the tomato does. A brother saw me kill him once with snipes and thought, this has gotta be good. Oh my God. Oh no. Nice shark. It's gone. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Hardy playing something other than P4, to be entirely honest. I just didn't realize it was Hardy to boss when I saw only Hardy in the matchup. I don't know what he thought was going to happen here. I'm glad that he's looking, though, because now he can process why the shark died. Yep. Well, I'm glad that he's rewatching that. Helps give him context. That player learns to read. Yeah, he's also under a lot of stress, right? It's slightly longer timers, but it's not crazy long. 125 seconds. He has an extra 20 seconds to play. Uh, so my assessment of he thinks all the red fruits are the same was correct. Pressure to do well for your team doesn't impact things. I don't think he has a ton of pressure in that regard, because Copper threw him up 2 seeds when Mike has won 1 set against Laos, I believe, and lost his other set pretty convincingly. So I think they're just treating Mike as very sacrificial right now. There's not a lot of pressure to do well. If he does well, then it's great. If he does poorly, then yeah, he was playing up 2 seeds as a very new player. So I don't think the pressure is really on in that regard, because it's a very, very unrealistic match for Mike to win to begin with, even if they were playing on Turtle Pack. Good snipes. All right, that's gotta be good snipes, yeah. The Pie Tamarin did 3 damage to the 1 HP guy, and then he was able to kill the goose in the back. And now he has free range to just buy whatever he wants on this turn instead of being chained down by fear of losing. Pig 3. Bison game? Bison, my son, my lover, my beloved. I probably shouldn't say my son and my beloved. Well, those two are fine together. But saying my son, my lover, now that maybe we should change how we say some of these things about Bison. Clip it. I heard on Nick's stream he ain't just a boy lover, he's a son lover. And not just like the beloved type. Wait. I don't even think there is a beloved type for that. Badger good, Badger good. It is time to cancel Nick Resney. Get him, boys. Get him. On, it's Badger every time. Badger good. Badger strong. And you can just apple the Badger here. Look for a good tier 2 here. Kangaroo is not a good tier 2. We ignore this guy. This guy, he ain't it, brother. Is Golden... Don't buy the Kangaroo, man. Don't buy the Kangaroo. The Kangaroo doesn't work with this. Why are you... Why the... Holy... We have a bonafide late game unit, and instead we apple a Kangaroo. I don't have an issue with buying apples. I have an issue with buying apples on the wrong guy. Why are we appling the Kangaroo? Last game, the Kangaroo sucked. The Kangaroo was so bad last game. So surely, if we just get him big enough this time, it'll work. You can just stack the fish here and hold the tier up. You just don't get it? Cotty, is this how you felt watching Ares last season? Why are you freeze rolling it? Why are we freeze rolling it? Why are we... I was yelling at him about freeze rolling. We Australians and Oz and Cotty support the Kangaroo buff. Why are we freeze rolling this? This has got nothing on Ares. Yeah, real. Ares was, yeah. Oh my god. I have to try so hard not to accidentally dox the twins as well, because out of habit, when they do something that bothers me, I will just say their full legal names. Oh my god, we didn't get a Kangaroo trigger that turn. How did that happen? Oh no. Thankfully, he did actually buff the correct guy here and giving the Badger some love. Sell the pig. 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 Don't let the... I guess we can keep the pig for a while. You know the one guy that's not gonna get buffed here? It's gonna be this stupid Kangaroo. This idiot Kangaroo. Hell. It was fine into exactly this situation of hitting Penguin. Exactly the situation is fine. If he takes Turtle over Penguin here, then this is really bad. If he takes Penguin here, then we can cope and say that it was fine to not sell the pig first there. All right, we can't even roleplay anymore. Can't even roleplay. All right, he's gonna find a Badger on this roll here. At least we hit Penguin. What Penguin? All right, please put the turtle behind the Badger. You put the turtle behind the Badger, what'll end up happening is you can have the pig in 3rd position. Buff the Badger. Do not buff this Kangaroo with this. What are you doing? Freeze the pill, freeze the pill. Why are you freezing Swan this late? Why are you freezing a camel? What is he doing? Brother. We could have had Penguin. We could have had stats on this Badger. This Badger could be a 9-6 right now if we had kept going with him. A 9-6 screws his entire board up so hard. You're not muted in the VC you're in? You guys like listening to me be a crash out artist?
Yes, great.
Cool. We could have had it all. What? No. We sold a 7-4 Badger for a 3-3 Camel off curve. Brother knows one thing and one thing only, and that he likes Camel Kangaroo. And now he's gonna say this is good because we have a half level on it, so we're even more locked into this. Holy. Holy. He needs practice playing with the other pets so bad. Apologies if you watch this VOD, Mike, but I feel physically ill. That's fine. He's gonna watch the VOD at some point. I'm going to end up streaming it to him in Discord to get him to watch it, or he's just gonna end up watching it later. Because he's gonna want context on what he did wrong, and I'm gonna say, I can't look. I can't look. Man, imagine if we had Monkey buffing a Badger right now. Badger literally sweeps through most of his team here. Instead, now we're getting Melon on a 4-4 Camel with the latest scaling around. I swear, if he buys this rabbit for just one stat. Simplify, less choppy changey. True. We're a commitment household here. We commit to one big guy. That's what Turtle Pack does. And we instead said we didn't like our big boy. Campbell also found in Australia, so I support it. Dude, do you have like weird camel though that, I don't know, instead of making milk, it makes poison? Rears its offspring off of it? Australian camel? Does it lay eggs? Australian feral camel. Australian feral camels are introduced populations of dromedary or one-hubbed camel from the Middle East, North Africa, and the Indian subcontinent. Okay, so they're an invasive species. The feral camels in Australia are also known to be aggressive when they encounter herds of domestic livestock, such as cattle, sheep, and goats. It can be dangerously territorial towards people, especially females with newly born camels and males in their rut. Alright, another dangerous time to be an Australian is when camels be horny. What camel makes milk? Is that a real question? They all make milk. Do the melon hop. Swag on them. Swag on them. Do the melon hop. Boo. Scariest animal is a magpie. Dude, who was the guy that I was watching? He does collabs of Ludwig from time to time, but he lives in Australia and he was building a giant like hutch or something for all of the birds there. Because his backyard was just full of very, very active and rowdy birds. But God, it was so fun watching all the birds messing around there. You said it's so matter of fact. You said it's so matter after factly. Like you chug camel milk on the regular. For real, we only fear two things: magpies and redback spiders. There's like no shot Mike doesn't get swept out here. Oh, this is a set length 7 as well. I'm gonna need to add a little flag for me to be able to disable the trophies, because I hate having the trophy pop up on my face. Not my thing, not my thing. Mike hit me with a mega sigh. I said, "You're doing the best you can. You know nothing about the pack, and they're pretty seasoned with it. Good luck. Go next." He said, "I don't even think you're playing poorly." He said, "I don't even think I'm playing poorly." I just snap responded with, "You are." I ain't gonna sugarcoat him. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that at all. I won speed on a redback as a kid. Assert dominance. Oh my god. Lucky, lucky ant buffs there. You could have guaranteed that by just backing the two ants there, because +1/+1 on a 2/2 is better than +1/+1 on a 4/1. But I think he just thought, I want to use all of my ant abilities. Okay, he finds all the guys though. He's probably getting value traded at some point. They have two not G-Tams, high Tamarins. God, I hate G-Tam so much. That guy is a menace. They have two high Tamarins, so odds of them not. Oh, they just cone snailed. They didn't even get the snipes. Zip ties in the helmet for protection. I'm so glad that I don't have to know about half the things you guys have to do to be safe. Wow, I'm currently #1 in Team 13 so far. 4-0 so far. Let's go. Yeah, Sandwich took me down a peg, unfortunately. I was supposed to be 4-0, and then Sandwich said, actually... I also just played bad in the Sandwich. I played so bad and Sandwich played good. You can definitely just take the sheep here, but you want to buff this guy. Come on. Buff him, buff him. He doesn't need to rip the apple this turn, though. He can roll looking for Mingos and other... I think you just give the extra attack to the... How do you position this? Probably front pig, second ant, third dodo, back... Just for the most even stat line that can actually get KOs. Alright, fine, I'll unmute. You guys can listen to me crashing out. Sorry, Annette. Did he win that round? I was distracted. No, he definitely lost that round because he went from 6 to 5, and he survived turn 1, turn 2. They've got Baboon buffing Lizard right now. Pretty reasonable. No, don't buff the Swan. Buff the Dodo. Bro. He doesn't know how bad it is to go Swan into Golden. Just because your late game is better than Golden if you get to the late game and pressure life losses. But he doesn't know that, and now he's taking the worst ant pill I've seen in my life that worked out. That worked out super well for him. He doesn't know about the scale percentage patch. Yeah, he just doesn't know about Golden's late game at all. He has no experience with it. And he knows Swan is good. Like, I drilled to him how valuable extra gold is in this game. Because he knows that Dragon is good. He knows that Cat is good. But they're significantly better if you have Swan. Swan is one way for you to convert early power into late game power. But it's too low on stats for this pack. Yeah. And realistically, your best defense against Golden Pack is taking it down early on lives. If you take it down early on lives, they can't go for their money build. They can't easily pivot into their more stable endgame lines, and they're instead forced to do annoying stuff like going for Cake Zodia. And if you're able to weather Cake Zodia, then you just win anyways. Because P4 does have a better power spike than P1 in the late game, but it falls off really hard, and it's very dependent on them actually finding the things that they need to find. Namely, chocolate cake is really important. Finding Luga with something to swallow is really important. Taking chocolate is more awkward if you're doing Luga line. If you're doing just straight up stuff on board, then you can run Pterodon, but you're potentially feeding triggers into snake boards. Ox is fine here. Just sell the pig. Sell the pig. This is the turn that you sell pig. Sell the pig. Please sell the pig. The reason you sell the pig on this turn is because you want to try to spike the Dodo level. I think buying the Ox is very reasonable here as a way to actually abuse the extra attack off of the Dodo here. Like, it's super reasonable. You could even stack Swans here, put the sheep in front of the Ox, pill it, get your melon already, and then double sell the sheep, or sell the rams to get the giraffe in this turn. Start scaling the Dodo. Like, not ideal, but it works. And getting the melon immediately in battle is just, or in shop is nice. Ice doesn't protect you from a lot, realistically speaking, but it's still nice for later if you want to hopscotch melons or whatever. Okay, please position, please position. I think it's front the 2-3, back the 1-2. No, you just front the 1-2. Because if they have Fig, they can target either the giraffe or the 1-2 in the front. But we just lose 2 units for no value there, right? And now they have Saiga Antelope in the back. I don't know if he recognizes that Saiga Antelope is the problematic pet that he's currently against. But Saiga Antelope in the back, at 4 HP, he can't really do anything about it, is going to be getting targeted buffs from the... That's, like, fine. It's not good. It'd be great into P1, but this isn't great now. I get why he's doing it. Never Garlic here, it doesn't really help you out at all. Like, you just need to queue up the other level up this turn. Like, you want to find either 2 Dodos or you want to find a Oxen shop. This doesn't do anything. You don't need it. It really doesn't do anything, especially since it's been nerfed. It's not so much worse now that it's nerfed, but you need a pet that actually has stats for it to be able to use it effectively. Fantastic salad hits there. Well done. Well done. Your skill. But yeah, normally I'd want to go Dolphin into this board, but Dolphin doesn't even accomplish anything, unfortunately. And the reason Dolphin doesn't accomplish anything is because they have the Baboon that's going to always hit the Saiga here. I don't see them buying a on-tier pet. They do. How did they get that many stats on it? What stat food do they have at tier 3? They have lettuce. They just ripped a million lettuces. Oh, that's such a big stat injection. That is such a big stat injection. You sack the guys on board. Shark good, Shark good. We know this. We know this for a fact. Stack the other swans. This is the 9 seed skill, hitting salads. Brother, did you see how he hit those salads last game? He does not have a talent for tossing salads. He did hit this game, though. He got his recovery. He's still losing with it. Because unfortunately, Red has the 7 seed strat of just hitting... God, that was 4 lettuces in a turn, right? No, it was at least 3. I don't know if it was 4. I don't remember this Weasel. Weasel starts as a 3-4. Oh my god, no, he hit 3 lettuces that turn, right? I don't know how he got the stat line. Because I don't remember this Weasel. Why are we freeze rolling again? Brother, just buy the good pets. Oh my god. Like, you just sell Giraffe here, buy the Mingo, pill the Mingo in front of Ox and Shark here, get your permanent Melon, get your stats on both of these guys. And then we hope that we're not dead. I guess I'm fine with that. That's better tempo for the turn. It's better tempo for the turn. It's probably correct. But this Dodo's really badly placed. Just didn't have time to reposition. Do we lose off of it? We lose off of it, I'm pretty sure. Because the Ox was able to actually efficiently trade through there. Then Dodo crashes into the Lizard, Okos it. Yeah, he wins that round, I'm pretty sure. Because then the Shark is going to be facing just the Saiga, even accounting for the Lizard Tail summon. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Because he's been buffing the right guy with the Dodo every other turn. But he's just struggling to make decisions quickly here. Bro, don't buy garlic. Don't buy garlic. Why are we buying garlic? I guess it hits the break point, right? But he's got money. You should expect that they have stat food in their pack that they can use to scale with. I don't remember what it is at this point. I think it's, what, like Waffle? I guess Waffle's not that scary. They have another tier 4 stat food to buy? Kill the bus, kill the bus. Surely it must be good. And then we could get another Shark this turn. Buy the parrot. Dude, wait, he's actually thinking about it? No, I don't think there's a way you come back from this, so I think you just have fun here. Kill Shark, ascend. No, buy the parrot, buy the parrot. You could have another Shark on board. Imagine if we had triple Shark this turn. I don't know who we sell for triple Shark. We could have triple Shark on board. Dodo does nothing. You're on lethal, man. Also, put the good Dodo onto the Ox. Put the good Dodo onto the Ox. The Ox needs the attack, not the Shark. The Shark gets big enough already. Oh, he's not thinking. Or he's thinking too long anyways. Yeah, because he can't kill all of these with the Shark.